Good morning, everybody. We have a lot of stuff to do today. Let's go get some breakfast and take a look at our car. Oh, it's locked. It's double locked. Oh, she's so pretty. Looking at the car itself, it looks like the wrap actually held up pretty well, except I do notice that there are some parts that are starting to come out. This got just kind of shredded. I'm not sure what ripped it up, but yeah, that's not great. It's totally fixable. I brought some spare parts, so we'll just cut that out, use a hot air gun or like a blow dryer, and then slap a new piece on. It should be fixable. I just want to know what shredded it in the first place to prevent that from happening again. Also, it looks like my headlight has like a leak in it because you can see all of the moisture in there, whereas this one is completely clear. So, okay, the car's in pretty good shape. Let's go get breakfast. I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite breakfast foods. It's here in Iowa, and it's from a gas station, of course. I was not kidding in my last video when I said that you need to let your car warm up. Just let it sit here. Seriously, I want my engine to last for 500,000 miles, and so I need to be very careful not to like do anything reckless with it. Okay, it's been running for a sec. Let's go. To the gas station. Okay, here we are. This is the gas station that has basically the best breakfast you can get. One of the best breakfasts. The gas station is called Come and Go. And every time somebody hears that that's not from Iowa, they laugh because haha, funny word. But I am super serious when I say that Iowa has some of the best gas stations in the world. There is a very fierce competition between two of them, Casey's and Come and Go. And because of that competition, the quality of both of the gas stations is insane. Let me show you. Remember, what I'm about to show you is a gas station. This is competing with things like BP and Shell. They have a full kitchen in the back. Every morning they will have things out here. Just a sec, let's find the... They've got different burrito types than when I was here last. I gotta figure out which one is mine. Sausage queso burrito? I don't think so. We're gonna get two types of burritos. We're gonna get the Southwest bacon and the sausage queso burrito. And then of course, because this is America, you get an absolutely massive cup, larger than your head. Now that we've got this, before we start eating, we're going to head over to that McDonald's right there so we can use their Wi-Fi because I need to upload yesterday's vlog. I have seriously been craving these burritos for over a year. Ever since I went to Europe, these burritos are just my favorite. This is, if you ever go to Come and Go, the one you want is the sausage queso breakfast burrito. That's the best fucking... I have missed this so much. I don't know how to describe what it is. It's just good. Also, it's helpful to constantly be cleaning out your car. That way, like, trash doesn't accumulate in it. You always keep your car looking nice and clean. This McDonald's is kind of spiffy. Oh, this is a nice McDonald's. They've got outlets everywhere. This is nice. He's trying to, he wants to subscribe to the YouTube channel. So if he's watching this video in the future, say hi. I'm actually going to leave. One of the things that I hate the most is being recognized. Really, really hate that. So I'm just gonna not do my video upload here. The kid, as soon as he found out I was a YouTuber, he's like, oh, well, how big is your channel? You should give me a shout out. I do rapping. I rap. I'm here to like use their Wi-Fi. I'm not trying to like network with other wannabe YouTubers. So I'm leaving. We're going to go upload our video somewhere else. So instead what I did, rather than being in the McDonald's using their Wi-Fi, I'm using Come and Go's Wi-Fi, and I'm just going to upload the video from here. But while I'm here, I'm also going to download more things from YouTube so that I can have stuff to watch on my tablet. Basically, whenever I find a spot that has free Wi-Fi, I use that as an opportunity to download just a bunch of content, because it might be a couple of days before I sit down and do another batch of stuff like that. So uploading videos, downloading videos. Okay, there we go. Yesterday's vlog is now uploaded. That took like 30 minutes because these things are massive. 20-minute videos are like 5 gigabytes. Huge, huge thing. Anyway, I think I'm going to make a new playlist for all of these vlogs so that you can just come over here and you can watch all of the vlogs in chronological order. Okay, we got yesterday's video all taken care of. Now we need to fix the misfiring engine that we found yesterday. We're going to head to an auto parts store and see if they have the part. I'm not optimistic, but they might. The first place that we're going to check is Advanced Auto Parts. I don't have a preference, one auto parts store or another. We're just gonna keep going to auto parts stores until one of them has a part that we need. Apparently they are closed for Thanksgiving. Hey, I am looking for a part. Look at that, they have one on hand. How convenient is that? 34 bucks and a couple ratcheting of my ratchet and my engine will be fixed. Now, before we actually insert this, I want to show you guys what a Misfire actually sounds like so you'll be able to hear the difference. What we're going to do is we're going to take the car down one of these side streets and I'm going to floor it. I'm going to go as fast as I possibly can go and I want you guys to hear what it sounds like. It sounds like a machine gun firing, like because one of the cylinders isn't firing properly. Okay, I want you guys to listen to this. I'm going to floor it. Okay, it's actually not misfiring anymore. My engine sounds fine right now. But we do know that that is a problem because we had this experience yesterday. It's probably because of the cold. That's kind of disappointing. I really wanted to be able to give you guys like an A and B comparison so you could know what they sound like. It sounds, you'll notice that your engine isn't going as fast as it could because one of the cylinders is dead. But also it sounds like a really fast popping, like damn it, my engine is great. My engine's fine again. We are gonna go head back to Samantha's place and do this repair. We're here, and now replacing these are actually incredibly simple. It's held on with like 2 screws. You just unscrew them, pop it out, pop the new one in. I'll show you. Let's open the hood. Yeah, so they're held on with just like 2 screws here, one here, one here. And you can see that 6, so that's the one that was misfiring. We're just going to pop these off and then unscrew that. I keep all of my tools in my trunk. I basically got like a rolling auto body shop. But let's take this out. It is still super cold out here, but at least it's not snowing anymore, so that's better than it could be. Now, I'm not actually sure what size these are, but they're really small, so we're gonna come over here to the small side and just start picking them until we find one that fits. I found one. Apparently these are 5.5 millimeter. Now it's just taking the screws out. It's so cold, my hands are barely working. Once you've got the screws out, the whole thing just comes out like a Lego. And we're going to pop the new one in. Apparently this one is gray for some reason. Yep, and then you just pop it in, and we're going to screw the screws back in, and this should work perfectly fine. Then you just pop the wires back in place. I kind of wish it was black because this looks a little bit ghetto, but this should work. Let's go start the engine and make sure. And then we'll just put the tools back. I'll give you guys a tour of my trunk eventually. Look at that, she sounds like she's working. Let's go drive it around, really beat on it, really go full throttle and make sure that everything still works fine. Okay, let's test this out. Full throttle. 3, 2. Perfect. One thing I noticed on that test drive is my car is not actually boosting any. It's got a supercharger in there, which makes it really fast, but my boost isn't going up at all. So there might be a problem with my supercharger or some vacuum lines along the route. So maybe the cold weather did more to my car than I thought it did. More stuff for us to investigate, I guess. Again, that's not a drivability concern. It just means my car isn't quite as fast as it could be. We'll look into fixing that over the next couple days. Actually, we're gonna do some super quick diagnosis because I think I might know what the problem is. First, we're gonna take off this hood so we can actually see the internal components of the engine. Take that off. Ooh, smoky oil. Good. Nice and hot. I didn't put these on very tight because I knew that I would be having to take this thing off a lot to be able to get to my engine. Then the little shield comes off. We'll put that over there somewhere. Don't want it to melt because the engine is pretty hot. What we're looking at is, I believe it's this. It's called a bypass valve. This is the thing that takes the air, puts it into the supercharger, compresses it. But there's a vacuum tube that just lets that compressed air out. I think that that is failing, and so it's not able to hold compression. Let's go start the car and test it. You don't actually need to pay attention to anything I'm saying. I am just doing some quick diagnostics to see if I know what the problem is. So this is the throttle body. This is the accelerator. You pull on this. Okay, watch this part right here. Watch this. The fact that that's working is actually a bad sign. That means that the problem wasn't what I thought it was. Okay, that's slightly upsetting. That means that I'm probably going to be spending a good portion of today just on YouTube doing some diagnostics. Ugh, it's cold. It's cold, it's cold. Okay, this is going to sound absolutely stupid, but I've been driving up and down the street trying to figure out if the problem is the supercharger itself or it's the gauge that tells me the supercharger. Listen to this, just listen. That whine, that whine sounding thing, that's the supercharger. So I can hear the supercharger working, but the boost gauge doesn't tell me that it is. So I think the problem is actually just the gauge itself, or like a vacuum line somewhere in there. I feel like the supercharger actually is working. It sounds like it is. Future Nate problems. I am headed back to Samantha's place because it's warm there. I'm probably just gonna take that whole section out of the video because I'm not sure if you guys actually care about my supercharger making boost or not. To say thank you for letting me stay here for yesterday and tonight, I'm gonna take these guys out for pizza. I'm gonna show you guys one of the best pizza places in Iowa. Of course, the best pizza place is also a gas station because Iowa's cool like that. We are gonna go pick up the pizza. My friend, God damn it. My friend Caleb here is gonna help me diagnose my car. Say hi. Hello. Everybody is taller than me, so they need to scoot the seats back. Okay, we're gonna test this out. See if you guys can hear the supercharger whine. I might take all of this supercharger content out of the video because who in the world cares about listening to me whine about my supercharger? We'll find out. This is the competition to the gas station we were at earlier today. Look at the pizza. They got a full kitchen back there. I'm like mildly upset. We got the pizza and I was gonna pay for it. I was gonna treat them for letting me stay at their place, but they already paid for it when they ordered. So, oh, I got it. Oh, coming in hot. Okay, I dropped my keys though. Damn it. Okay, we're good. Oh, hi, pup.
You want to show YouTube what you can do? Come here. You sit. Give me a high five. Give me another high five. Give me both. Sit back down. Sit back down.
The plan for today is that we're going to go head over to his place. We're going to go use the garage. We're going to do a little bit of car work. We're going to do some wrapping. For the first time in what feels like a decade, it's actually kind of warm outside. We are leaving because there's not like a garage for us to do like work here, and we need a space to be able to do stuff at. I did not originally intend for today to be like a working on my car video, but my friend Caleb over there, he works at a dealership. He knows cars super well, and so we're just gonna go work on cars together because it's fun. I don't actually know where we're going though, so we are just gonna follow them. One of the things I brought with me in my trunk is a bunch of the wrap that I used on my car, and we're gonna try to teach Samantha how to wrap stuff. This is a car after my own heart. The garage doesn't actually have an outlet in it though, so now we gotta break out the big battery pack that I showed you guys yesterday. This guy. This has outlets on it, so we will be able to run our hair dryer right here. I think, maybe this has the power output to be able to do it. And then of course we need the actual wrap itself right here. I only have black left over, so they're gonna have to deal with black. I can't actually carry all of this at one time, so we're just gonna do this piecewise. Okay, so we got the hair dryer plugged into the battery. Let's give this a test. Good, perfect. First thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure that the wrap actually fits, because I'm not sure if I brought enough. So what we're gonna try to do for this first test run is we're gonna take some of this and we're going to wrap the mirror. We're going to melt it, we're going to slide it up here and see if we can't make this look all black. The first thing we're gonna do is we're going to cut a square, roughly maybe like an inch or two larger than the mirror right there. So go cut yourself a square. Yep, just like that. That's how you want to cut it. Now, when you get the wrap, there are going to be two layers on it. There's going to be a protective layer that keeps it from getting scratched, and there's going to be like a layer on the back of it. It's essentially a big sticker. Now, she's going to take the back panel off, and she's going to stick it on here just so we can generally size it and put it in position. Yep, so slap it on. You find a good surface, and then you squeegee out some air bubbles. This is going to be your starting. And then, once the air bubbles are out, you can slowly move around the mirror. Good. I really did try to film this whole thing, but apparently this is not able to produce enough energy to keep this going full time, so we've been like turning it on and off really quickly. You can see that we got the wrap around. When you're cutting off the excess, you want to leave like a little bit extra so you have room to be able to wrap the wrap around the body panel. So rather than cutting it right here, we're going to move down, we're going to cut it right here. For my mirror, on the other hand, which you can see here is still blue and unwrapped, I'm just going to take the mirror off and we're going to do this inside where it's actually warm. It's just held on with a few bolts. You can get in there, take them out. It's really easy to get your mirror off. Yeah, it's just a couple of bolts and then your whole mirror should come out. Perfect. Work smarter, not harder. Now that we're inside, I'm going to show you guys how to wrap a mirror when you've already detached it and you're able to like move it around. You're going to take your wrap and you're going to lay it over your thing and you're going to cut generally as much as you think you need. Cut over rather than under because you can only cut once. Once you've got a square that is roughly the size of the piece that you're going to wrap, you're going to take the back sticker off and you're going to start applying it. So you can see that there's like a sticker on the back right there. And you just lay it down, kind of situate it properly. And you'll notice that there's a sticker on top too. That's to protect it from like scratches. You can take that off at this point as well. Yeah, it fucking sucks. You just slowly apply heat and wrap the wrap around the thing that you are wrapping. Then once you've got this generally on, you're going to want to take your knife and you're going to want to cut off all of this excess so that you can wrap it around. Check it out. Okay, it's done. Now we need to install it, which sucks because that means we need to go outside again. There we go, there's one mirror and there's the other one. Okay, so the current plan is to go get some food. They want to like make their own food. They want to like cook it. I'm going to go to Domino's, get some pizza, and then I'm going to take a nice long hot bath, I think. A little bit of trivia for anybody that's not from Iowa. This is our local grocery store chain. It's called Hy-Vee. You would find something like Albertsons if you go up to the southwest. You'll find Kroger if you go up to like New York. We have Hy-Vee. Basically every store you go to in Iowa will have their own kitchen in the back. You can see you can get pizza. Oh, that actually looks really good. They've got Chinese food. They've got the donut section. They've got their own bakery here. Yeah, I guess it's kind of like Walmart except better. It's a little bit more expensive though. Meats, cheeses. I never actually get any of this because it's like way expensive to get it this way instead of the meat section, but you can if you want to. Look at this. I found big spaghetti. Like, look how big this is. Like a head is probably not a good measuring stick, but like this is like a couple heads big. Okay, now we're headed to Domino's for pizza.
I literally fucking kicked this Camaro's ass to the side. And
okay, we got our breadsticks. We're good. Okay, go. Okay, I want to show you his lights. His lights turn with his steering wheel. Look at that. We left the windows open in the car.
It's locked.
Yep. And the windows will roll themselves up.
As well as the sunroof.
How cool is that? Okay.
oh my god.
Now, the thing we've all been waiting for, a bathtub. Now, they don't actually have a drain for this bathtub, so what you gotta do is take like a Walmart bag or a grocery store bag and use that as a drain, and then the pressure from the water will push this down enough that it stays.
Included, although I don't know that you would want to use that anyway. The display.
The last thing we gotta do for this vlog is we need to head to the Come and Go. They don't have Wi-Fi here, so we gotta go to Come and Go so we can upload this video, and we're also gonna get like a hot chocolate or something, so maybe I'll add that to the vlog. Who knows? Despite all of the problems that my car might have, the fact that it still runs, the fact that I'm still able to use it, that it's still warm, and it looks like this, I love my car so much. I know that a lot of you aren't car people, you don't like just want to watch people work on their engine on YouTube, but the truth is, if you're going to be living in your car, you need to know how to fix it. You need to know when something's wrong. When anything happens differently than what you're used to, you need to be able to jump on it and fix it before it becomes a big problem. So working on your car is a large part of this lifestyle. That's actually how I learned how to do all of this car stuff, is just because I had to keep my car running. This is just a direct result of living in my car. All of the experience that I have. Okay. Hot chocolate. Tomorrow is Monday, so we do have work, and I'll start the next vlog then.